Hello everybody and welcome. Yay, it's my birthday stream. So we do birthday streams because it's the thing that we do on old Twitchy Poos. Let's get that light a little bit higher on itch. How's everybody? I haven't got any whiskey yet because it's a little bit too early. What's that? Why am I getting stabbed in the arm? Right, let's see if the stream is okay. Go away, I don't want that. Yep, excellent connection. Good. Good. Awesome. Well, everything looks good. How is everybody? Is everybody ready for the weekend? I'm ready for the weekend. So, there's a couple of things I'm going to talk about as well, but we're going to see if it gets busier. I don't think this is going to be a busy stream. That's fine. I will just paint some World Eaters for a few hours, and then I will go about my business. But as always, we are going to go and check out the Warhams, because we like checking out the Warhams. We'll do that. And why is this not on? Because I'm a muppet and not on the right button. There we go. There we go. Wow, cool. So, let's check out the Warhams, because what I'm going to do is, while I'm doing this, I am going to record my predictions for Adepticon, and then I'm going to stick it up for tomorrow night, because while I'm away, because I am away to England tomorrow for my birthday, and I'm not going to be back until late Monday night, and then it's my birthday on Tuesday, so there'll be no stream on Sunday, and there'll be no stream on Tuesday. And there's probably not going to be a video either on Monday or tonight because I'm streaming now, which is fine. But we'll be back to normal as of Friday next week. So let's have a little look at the Warhams. Where did we get to in the last stream? Oh yes, Mr. Dante. So we'll have a little Dante. Like, look, he was one of my predictions that we would see for Adepticon next week, and it was accidentally. Now, some people saying that Games Workshop have done this legitimately on purpose. I don't think that's the case. I do think Games Workshop messed up here and accidentally sent this when they weren't supposed to. You know, we can always speculate and sort of about that, but either way, we now have Primaris Dante, who was kind of leaked Wednesday night. The guy got him when he ordered the Finecast Dante and got this Dante instead. Win-win. Obviously, built it, painted it, put it up on a Facebook group. The post was then removed by the admins of the group because the admins are under some illusion that Games Workshop can get your Facebook groups closed. They can't do that. But the admins are like, have this weird philosophy, and it's not, a lot of admins are the same. They don't like you posting stuff because they're out of fear that they can close your Facebook groups down, which is complete bollocks. If they could actually do that, they would have literally closed Valrak down years ago. But anyway, so we've got Mr. Dante. Mr. Dante. I think he looks awesome. I think he looks like a really cool model. The trailer is pretty cool. I'm really loving the backpack. The backpack is really quite nice. Aesthetics as well, because obviously we've already seen this backpack before. If you look at the trailer for Space Marine 2, shows you some of the gameplay footage for the game itself, and Captain Titus is wearing one of them, coming down into a load of Tyranids. So we already knew roughly what the backpack was going to look like, and now it's confirmed, which also leads on to 10th edition with the new Space Marines. There are a lot of rumours about some Assault Marines coming, and they will probably have power packs like this. So he's pretty cool. It's really nice to see the axe. A lot of people have seen it complain about the head, but I quite like the head. I like, all in all, he's a nice looking model. Compared from that one to the new one, it's just a 10 times better miniature. 10 times better. We got some Middle Earth. We're not going to bother with that. Okay, so Heresy Thursday. Again, a lot of people complaining about these. These guys have come out, and then there's a load more coming out. Personally, I don't see an issue. The plastic dreadnought is cheaper. You also get weapon options with that, and then you can buy additional weapons for some different weapon types. But you can essentially buy a full plastic contemptor for cheaper than the Legion resin contemptors, and then buy one of these. These things are probably going to be about £8.50 to £10 for one, and they upgrade your your dreadnought to one of the Legion specific. What are you missing out from the plastic with the upgrade to the Legion resins that currently they do? A little bit of detail on the legs and shoulder pads. That's it. So not really a great big massive problem, to be fair. And I find it quite funny because the vast majority of people bitching about this probably have no intention of buying the Legion resin dreadnoughts, and they're probably the very same people that bitch and moan that the Legion resin dreadnoughts are too expensive and therefore will not buy them, and Games Workshop will give you a cheaper alternative and they're still bitching. So yeah, I really need to make a video on the negativity in the Warhammer community, and there's a lot of it, and I think it's absolutely bullshit. But I think they look quite nice. The World Eater one looks pretty cool. They look pretty good. I like them, and I think it's going to be pretty good. It's a nice little change. Okay, so obviously they go on pre-order, so we're going to go and have a look at the little Slaanesh. All friendly invaders. Well, you know what? Rather than read this, if you head over after this stream over to the Honest Wargamer, he has a full breakdown of the new Battle Tome 4, the Hedonites of Slaanesh, where he goes through War Scrolls, Legion abilities, enhancements, everything that book has to offer. He goes through everything because it's already been leaked, like pretty much everything else. I'm just waiting for him to leak the Blades of Khorne book, and then I'll be happy, but I will be watching the reviews tomorrow. Hedonites of Slaanesh. Let's have a little look at this one. That's quite a nice model. It's interestingly painted. Cool. Wow, okay. Very colourful. So we got a lot of Slaanesh stuff. So what else? Slaanesh versus Khorne. I love that artwork. Look at that artwork. That's just so cool. I love the look of Blood Warriors. Blood Warriors are so nice. So nice. Yeah. They go on pre-order tomorrow. The Vaults of... These guys are the new Scout Policemen. The artwork for Necromunda is quite nice. But it's a game that I just have no real interest in playing. None at all. So what we're going to be working on today is we're going to be finishing this guy off. I'm going to a little bit of tidying up to do, and then I've got all the edge highlighting to finish, and then he'll be done. I am going to try to reposition that camera after when I get back at the weekend. I've also got this head. Cool. And then we've got another guy that we're going to be working on. This is going to be the 5th one to the squad. But yeah, and we may, depending on how it goes, probably going to be taking a break around about 7 o'clock. I do need to do my hair for the weekend, and I do need to trim my beard, so we'll see how busy this stream gets. Personally, I don't think this stream's going to be very busy. But what we are going to do is we're going to switch to this. And I'm just going to do this. Let me just adjust my lighting, and what we're going to do is we're going to do this, and then I'm going to film my predictions for next month. So I'm going to take these off. So So I will do my little segments, and then I'll get the Adepticon post up so I can have a read of it. Adepticon preview. All right, cool. So, hello everybody, and welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to give you my predictions for Adepticon 2023. So, I'll do all the little filming, and then what I'll do is after the stream, I'll compile it all, get it all edited, and then we'll get into it. So yeah, complete. I don't do scripts. So everybody, Adepticon is coming on Thursday at 3 o'clock in the morning for us in the UK. Times vary depending when you are. So in this video, I am gonna have a little look at my predictions and wish listing for what I would like to see when I wake up Thursday morning. So first up, we're going to do Warhammer Underworlds. Warhammer Underworlds is one of those iffy ones because it's kind of like you don't really know what's coming because they don't really telegraph it very well like we do with the other things. So what I would like to see is maybe a new Slanesh warband for Underworlds in the same vein as maybe like the corners got, or maybe something really cool and out there, and maybe like a little taste of something that we've not really seen before in Age of Sigmar. So maybe sort of like other sort of civilizations, like human civilizations that are in some of the other realms. I know we're still in Gur, I believe, or even something that is literally living in like the underground or whatever. So that would be kind of cool. Cool, that's Underworld's done. Right, now we'll do Age of Sigmar, because Age of Sigmar is going to be pretty simple. So we got Age of Sigmar next. So Age of Sigmar, what I honestly think we will see, and a lot of people are coming out with rumours that we're going to see the Dawnbringer Crusade, the new faction for Age of Sigmar. I don't think we're going to see that. Personally, I do think 100% we will see all of the new Seraphon stuff that is going to be coming out on pre-order very soon, because they literally are going to be up next after the 2 Chaos Battle Tomes. So we'll see everything that Seraphon has to offer. Their Battle Tome, their cards, their dice, their Vanguard box, because I don't believe we'll get a launch box, because the reason why I don't think we'll get a launch box is for the simple fact is that 40k is coming out in 10th edition in June, and they need to get these 3 armies that are remaining out in the next couple of months, and then they can start building up for the 40k hype. So they need to get Age of Sigmar done and dusted for 10th edition to take the main spotlight. So I don't think we'll get a launch box, because if they drop a launch box, then there's going to be a little bit of a period before the actual general release, if we go by all of the other launch boxes general track record. So I don't think we're going to get a launch box. We will get to see the Vanguard box, the War Scroll cards, the dice, and everything else, and all of the new things that are coming for the Seraphon, which GW have shown us, and hopefully maybe 1 or 2 other miniatures that we might not have seen, but it would be really cool to see. Also for Age of Sigmar, I think we will see the last 2 Battle Tomes that we'll see released before 10th edition lands in the summer, and that will be the Ossiarch Bone Reapers and the Flesh Eater Cots. And we'll probably see the 2 supporting hero models to go with both of those Battle Tomes. I don't really think that we're going to get anything else other than those 2 heroes. I think we've already seen the hero for the Flesh Eater Courts, which was the Ghoul King sitting on the throne. I think they'll just generally put him out for general release again to be with rules in that box. There is artwork, and if I can find it, I'll stick it up here in one of the corners when I do the editing, for the for like a new hero, and he has like these things coming out of his back for the Ossiarch Bone Reapers. So we'll maybe see probably see him. Now there was like rumors that there might be an archery unit coming for Ossiarch Bone Reapers. I don't know. That's basically coming off the back of a Underworlds unit that had an Ossiarch Bone Reapers Mortek Guard with a bow, so it could make some sense. But hey, we'll see on Thursday. Personally, I think it's going to be a hero and a book, and that's going to be about it. That's done. Right, next one up. Hello, everybody who's in chat. I am just recording my predictions for Adapticon. So we're going to do Horus Heresy next. Horus Heresy is going to be really easy. I don't really think we're going to get much in the words for Horus Heresy, but here we go. So up next, we have got the Horus Heresy. For the Horus Heresy, I have a lot of wishes that I'd like to see coming out, or at least previewed. Plastic infantry, such as assault marines and breaches, is at the top of my list of things that I want them to show us. Personally, I don't think we'll get that because they were quite vague, and it kind of sounded like they were still sort of in production, but you never know. Hopefully we might see those things that they have already told us that are coming, which is more plastic infantry. Personally, what I think we'll probably see is another tank, and it's probably going to be a plastic Fellblade super heavy tank. They're no longer available on Forge World, which is generally normally a precursor to that they're going to be coming out in plastic. So probably a good time to show them. Now, there are rumours that Jakata Kai Khan is getting a new sculpt on his jet bike, but I don't think we're going to see any of that at Adepticon. Warhammer Fest is next month. Anything big like Primarchs and big sort of things that the fan base want, I think will be more at their own show at Warhammer Fest rather than at a show in America. So I think it'll be quite light on the Horus Heresy, so I'm thinking a Fellblade, or hopefully the infantry that we've all wanted. Right, Kill Team. So next up, Kill Team. This is, I'm hoping for the new Space Marine Scouts. Kind of way that they've done with the Kazakin for the Imperial Guard. But it's probably more than likely going to be the sort of previewed Beastmen, 40k Beastmen that we've seen against the Leagues of Votann, more than likely. There seems to be a lot of rumours sort of supporting that, so that's probably what we're going to get. Other than that, Kill Team is a game that I don't really follow, and it's, yeah. And last up, so last but not least, and it's going to be the big one, is going to be 40k. Now, there's a lot of talk about 40k because of what's been shown by Games Workshop and what they accidentally leaked at night time, and that is the artwork with the Tyranid face with the Terminator in the eye. I do not think we will see any of that at Adapticon next week. That is going to be at Warhammer Fest next month. That is 100% definitely the new Leviathan box for 10th edition launch edition. We're not going to see any of that. If we see anything that's 10th edition, it will literally probably only be another teaser and or the cinematic, CGI cinematic that we now get for all new editions. I can't imagine they're going to do anything for 10th edition next week, so not even going to worry about that. What I do think we 100% will get is the final book of Arcs of Omen, which is rumoured to be called The Lion, and obviously that means Lion L. Johnson as well. We were probably going to see Dante, but they accidentally posted that to somebody and he's already out in the wild. So we already know Dante, which also supports a lot of the rumours about the Lion. So it's probably a good chance that the Lion L. Johnson will be shown on Adapticon with the final book called The Lion, and then Valrat can be vindicated and everyone can stop giving him shit because he's actually been right. I've heard rumours as well, and I've been given information as well regarding the Lion sculpt having a sword and a shield and about 4 head options and sort of standing like in a He-Man type pose. So yeah, I think we'll definitely see the Lion. They'll probably maybe squeeze something in as a teaser for 10th edition, because remember, the time allotted for Dante that they were going to show is no longer going to be there because he's already been shown. So they've got a couple of minutes or whatever to maybe fit something else in. So we'll probably maybe get another teaser for 10th edition. But other than that, that is my predictions for Adapticon 2023. So yeah, thank you. So like, subscribe, ring that bell, all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye. Right, that's that recording done. So I'm going to get that edited up after the stream later, and I'll get it up and I'll put it up tomorrow. I'll see if I can get the little artworks and make it look cool. But yeah, all in all, I do think it's going to be an interesting show. Now, actually, getting back to this sort of format, I've been thinking about my streaming in regards to how I stream. So Sunday streams are very much a painting stream. And I'm thinking my Tuesday night stream of making it more like this, where it's me chatting about things in the hobby and generally more an informal chat, kind of nerd out over all things Warhammer and other things as well that's in the hobby. Because I've kind of noticed that when I look at likes of guys like Tabletop Tactics, they do these type of streams as well. Valrak does all of his streams are like this. Discourse Miniatures, as much as I do not like Discourse, and I'm not a fan of her, this is the kind of stream she does. So they all seem to do this. So maybe variety is a good idea, a painting stream, and then a sort of more chill out chatting stream that we've got now might be a good idea. So I'm gonna when I get back on Monday, we'll try that on the following Tuesday, when I get back to the regular stuff. But if you've got any comments or any feedback for that, you know, fire it down in the comment section. If you're watching live now, you know, fire it in the comment section, and we'll have a chat about that. But yeah. But Adapticon is going to look pretty good. I think it's going to be interesting. There's the times for everyone. It's 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock in the morning. No, I am not live streaming Adapticon. I am not getting up at like 10 to 3 in the morning to turn everything on, to then live stream it, to then go back to bed on my day off. I'm on holiday all week. I'm not doing that. So no, not doing it. So I think it's going to be an interesting one. Personally, I do think it's going to be quite an interesting. I think there's going to be some amount of hype. I think Lionel Johnson is gonna steal the show in a big way. I just adjust my light. I think he is. So let me get my glove on and we'll do a little bit of painting. Like I said, I don't have a set plan for today's stream because it's a birthday stream and it's my birthday on Tuesday. I turn a very young 44 years old. You can mock me if you want. I do not mind. And yeah. So loving my World Eaters. Probably gonna be pre-ordering the Blades of Corn tomorrow. I will more than likely watch some of the videos first, the review videos, and then go from there. But yeah, definitely quite excited about the Blades of Corn. I'm very much into my Corn right now. He is one of my favorite gods, without a shadow of a doubt. So yeah, but if you are new to the channel, feel free to say hi. And also a big thank you to everybody who has supported me since coming back to YouTube. It has been amazing. Like, I am massively overwhelmed by like the support I've got, which has been really good. Like, the channel is really going nuts right now. Like the numbers, the hours viewed, which is the main metric that I'm interested in, because obviously I'd like to get monetized, and I don't want to get monetized for the money. Like, my channel isn't that big, and looking at like Social Blade and stuff, I think I earn like £16 a month at the site. Like, you know, it's not big money, it's not life changing, so it's not really the reason why I want to get monetized. The main reason why is I can unlock all of the features, all of the cool features that live streaming has, and the merch tabs and stuff like that. So I can do some really cool merch and things, which will be kind of cool. So we'll just get blending in that red. And what we're going to do is we're going to get a little bit of black and some corn red, and we're going to do that. So yeah, it's not a sort of priority. Like, I have a full-time job, so I don't have to do this for a living. As much as I would love to do it as a living, like one thing I will do, and this is not for me. This is for a good friend of mine. If you're watching this live, or you're gonna watch this back on a later date, right? What I would love you to do, okay, is I would love you to go and so one has Geraldo Miniatures. He is a really good guy, right? A really good guy. And he has given me a lot of help since coming back to YouTube. And this is his channel here. He is trying to, he's hit 75,000 subscribers. He's actually up to 76,000 as we're live now. And he's trying to get to 100k. And he has aspirations of doing YouTube and content creation full time, which is really, really awesome. I don't think I'm ever going to get to that size, so it doesn't bother me. But fair play to him, and he's a really, really good guy, really, really humble, and he's given me a lot of advice and help over my time being back on YouTube, even when I was over on Twitch as well. So if you are watching this back, and you are live now, use that link, head over and throw him a sub. All right, subs cost absolutely nothing, but they help the content creator out so much, so much, so because the algorithm loves it. So head over there and then give the man some love. Thank you. Thank you. You can also give me some love as well. I like love. But yeah, give one a shout out. So just glazing in some corn red to the bottom part of this. Just darken that down a little bit. We'll do the same on the back. Okay, and then we're going to get a little bit of black in there. I say a little bit, that was way too much black. And then we're just going to just do that. The new Corn Berserkers are pretty nice. They are quite nice models. Correct a mistake there. So I need to get all the edge highlighting done on this guy, and then highlight up all of the metallics and then do the detail on him. And then I've got his head here. That's one thing that I learned when I was over on Twitch is like we're all part of the same community, so to help each other out. But you get some content creators who, especially on Twitch, who seem to think that everybody who's not just a viewer is out to get you. That they're competition. And that's just not the case. I mean, especially on Twitch, because there's a finite, small amount of viewers compared to streamers. I would say that there's probably more streamers on Twitch for Warhammer than there is content creators. So you'll find a lot of the time when you're in smaller channels that you know, there's a lot of streamers sitting in there watching it, and you know, you get some that will advertise that they're content creators in your stream, and you know, some streams take a really dim view of that. Personally, I don't give a shit. You know, you're a part of the same community, so just help each other. But that doesn't happen. People get bit share. Right. Okay, so that's edge highlighting, just needs to be done on there. So what I'm going to do now on this, going to very carefully just edge highlight, because this is, compared to the other helmet I did, this is tiny. Just gonna put an edge highlight in there. I'll get some Wild Rider orange. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get some, where is it? Where has it gone? There it is. Rune Lord Brass. I'm going to get a different brush because I don't really want to use my good brushes for this. Use an old size one. Maybe we won't use that one. That one. Now we're just going to start bringing up the brassage. Leaving the darker colour in the recesses. And then do that. So yeah, I was really hoping that this weekend they would put out the World Eaters Combat Patrol. But they didn't. Also, if you want to show off your work, if you're, you know, painting away or doing some hobby, you want to show off what you're working on, you can hit ! Discord and join the Discord. And then there's a couple of sections there for work in progress and finished projects. And you can fire it up and I'll have a look at it. So just going to work up there. was going to work on Angron, but I have put so. I was working out the other day that I've put about 35 hours into Angron so far, and he's still not finished. So I need to put a bit more into him. But I'm having a little break away from the big man. He's on his base now. He's in the cupboard. He is looking pretty awesome. Right, let's do the back of the head. We'll do the back of the head, and then what we'll do is we'll do the main body, all the metallics on the main body. So for this part at the back here, we just want to create like a transition. So you just feather that out. Okay. So we're just going to do a pure silver edge highlight soon. The fun part is going to be painting up all of those little spikes need to be silver. So Tom from Strike and Scorpion 82 has issued me a rematch with his Genestealer cult, because apparently when he was playing he got a lot of rules wrong and didn't read his book properly, and also forgot a lot of rules. So it was the first time he was using Genestealer cult. So we're getting a rematch. I do love how that knee looks. The glazing and the edge highlight in there. It's nice. I mean, you could do a nice little subtle chipping and battle damage onto that, and that would look super cool. The new World Eater sculpts, though, are amazing. The new plastic kit is just so good. But 10th edition, I do think 10th edition is going to be kind of interesting. I'm liking the sort of, if the rumours are true, that it's going to be Tyranids are the big bad. Well, I say if the rumours are true, it's pretty much confirmed now that that's pretty much going to be happening. Maybe this is just a massive smokescreen by Games Workshop, and instead we're going to get something completely different. Maybe they're going to end times 40k and then get us like a new Age of Sigmar type setting with different realities. I personally don't think they'd ever do that. I mean, 40k is about to go literally through the roof in regards to popularity and mainstream, because obviously Henry Cavill is going to be doing his TV show soon. So I'm just doing this, I'm just bringing up the highlights on the metallics using Runelord brass. And yes, if I start Blades of Corn, they will 100% be red and brass. Oops. Could do a bit of Warhammer Total War later on if anyone's up for that. Doesn't have to be just painting. Speaking of Warhammer Total War, Chaos Dwarfs, yeah baby. So chuffed to see that trailer. And they look really, really good. Right, so let's get some of this dark aluminum. So I love these colours, but I'm just going to say this now, that sometimes the Vallejo Model Air are so thin. You definitely need to give them a really good shake. Oh, here's the fun part now. So I need to tidy that up. Yeah, that little line there, right at the, that's going to annoy me. So I need to wait for that to dry, and then I'll be able to fix that. Okay. So now the fun, tedious part, which is to do all of these little spikes, need to be silver. So annoying. So there's not a bad point on this brush, so I'm just using the top of the, or the tip of the brush, just to carefully working my way down. If anyone has ever gone to a birthday stream on Twitch, this will probably be a little bit different for you, because there is no links for you to donate or give anything to the streamer. It used to always annoy me on Twitch how some Twitch streamers would guilt you into handing over money to them. I was never a fan of that. Oh, look at all the mess I've made. I have to tidy up all of that. It's one of the main reasons why I left Twitch. It felt like every streamer, or most streamers, seemed to be rather than like share their hobby, felt like most of them were trying to sell you something. And as somebody who streamed on Twitch, it always made me feel uncomfortable. Right, so I'm going to get some Memphiston red. I'm going to try to tidy up all of those areas that I've just made a mess. Because I have made a mess just around some of these points. Do. Right, let's get these side ones down here done. I've already told my girlfriend that on Tuesday, which is my actual birthday, our plan is we're going to have a lot of Star Wars will be watched. Because I think that is a good way of spending your birthday. Okay, a little bit underneath there. And then we're going to get that cleaned up. Oh, there's a horrible part right there. Okay, what am I going to do? Right. So all needs washed. And then what we can do is start the process of edge highlighting everything. Right. Let that dry. So while that's drying, we'll then edge highlight this. And I also want to get the eyes done. So I'm going to do, while I'm here, just go black out these eyes. And then cool. Right, let's get some normal silver. Make the first highlight color. This is silver and Rune Lord brass. Actually, you need a little bit more Rune Lord brass in there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, see where I've left the sort of darker parts in? I'm going to do the same, but just pick out that brighter point. You might not be able to see it because of the way the light's bouncing off the metallic. The metallics are like bouncing the light like that. What you can do is give them a glaze of like a matte varnish, or not so much a matte varnish, Lamian's medium. And that'll sort of dull them down a little bit. You can also glaze all of the shadows in with Rhinox hide. That will also sort of dampen them down a little bit when it comes to your lamp and stuff hitting them. Right. You can kind of see the transition. So we can get some glazes and then glaze that down. It's pretty much almost done. So can't believe no one's coming to chat yet and wished me happy birthday. Right, let's get this highlight underneath this knee pad. Okay. I have ordered myself a birthday cake for Tuesday. I just stipple that in the middle. Right, this last shoulder pad. He's looking pretty decent. One of the cool things you can do with things like gold and brass metallic trim, stuff like that, is shade them with things like purples and reds. You can even stick some greens and stuff in there. Kind of makes it look a little bit interesting. Good example of that would be the Hedonites of Slaanesh for Age of Sigmar. you look at a lot of the metallics on those, they've been shaded with like a reddy purple colour. Right, he's looking pretty decent. So there's a final highlight to be done on that. But before we do, we're going to get some Newell oil and wash the metallic areas, the silver metallic areas. So, and the cloth at the back, might as well just wash that. We're going to build that back up. Cool. And this part here. Cool. There's quite a lot of wash in there, so let's just take that out. Right, so there's a little bit of edge highlighting to do on that. What we're going to do is going to let that dry, and we're going to edge highlight the helmet with some pure silver. There is a video over on in the video section. I was about to say over on YouTube, and then I realised I'm on YouTube. For how I do the armour anyway, including the trim. But the brass trim is basically the same as what I do with Angron. Let's do the face. Highlight the facial area. Good. I've got to get up about 4:15 in the morning. Oh, it's gonna suck. Fly over to Newcastle and get the train and head down to Middlesbrough and go and see my mum. I haven't seen my mum in like 4 years. It's going to be amazing. Bum, bum. Okay, the head's quite nice. Now, what we are going to do is, we'll leave that brush to one side. we are going to do the green eyes. So that's going to be a couple of colours. Caliban green being one of them, if you can find it. I can't find it because I put it back here the other day. Some Caliban green, and then a little drop of white in the top corner. What did I just do? Okay, so we're going to do the eyes. So first things first, we're going to do a base coat the eye lenses with Caliban green, and then we'll do all of the metallic edge highlights on him, and then we'll finish off the red finish off the red highlights. Okay, where's my head? There he is. Okay, so very carefully get the eye. The way I do it is trying to get the point of the brush into where the nose part is and just pull the brush backwards across. If you've got a really good point on this, on the brush, it really helps. Like that. Can't remember which one is which now. That's quite a good point. Right, I'll get some Warpstone Glow. And then from this, we want this highlight to be sort of in the center of the eye. So it wants to be dark on the outermost part of the eye. Now in normal Space Marine helmets they've got like a more prominent eye, but there's quite a lot of gilding around this one. There we go. Could probably zoom right in actually. That's better. You can see what I'm doing now. Okay, and then what we're going to do is going to get some Moot Green. Moot Green, I'm going to try to get an edge highlight underneath the eye. Right. This eye is not very big. See if you can not see my beard. I think you're going to be able to get a line underneath that. Like that. And then what we're going to do is get some white. And then very, very carefully, right up here. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you very much. We get this dot right up here. Oh, boom shanker. We get that nice eye. And we'll get a little bit more white, and we're going to do the same on the other side. There we go. Just like that. So what we can do is then just get these edge highlights in here. Right. So we're going to get some Wild Rider red. I'm just going to, don't need much, although we will need it for the main body. And then we're going to just do a very thin edge highlight inside that edge highlight. So you can kind of see that edge highlight there. Like that. Really thin. So when I do edge highlights like that, I think, why have I not got 10,000 subscribers? Like, I'm edge highlighting better than Miniac. There. This head is almost finished. So we can, and the top part and the uppermost parts of here, just do a very thin edge highlight as well. Like that. Pretty much that head is almost done. Maybe got a little bit of a little smaller highlights in there, but yeah. And then, because this guy, I really love that knee pad. That knee pad, I think, turned out really, really well. So we've got a little bit of correcting to do just up in here, because that's going to annoy me otherwise. Not expect there to be an edge highlight that way. Where? On this knee here? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, If you really wanted to go like proper heavy metal style, you could do lots of little chip-ins and stuff like that. This is why I love this camera. I can zoom right in and show you this. But yeah, zoom out. Oh. But yeah, I think he's looking pretty decent. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue working around this. Getting this Wild Rider edge highlight on. Hey, thank you very much, dude. So, yeah, there's going to be a little bit of a sort of delay with some content this week. Obviously, I'm away in England tomorrow. And then it's my birthday on Tuesday. So I'll not be, there'll be no, there is a video, I just need to edit it. I'm going to do that after the stream late tonight. And then I'll have that up for tomorrow evening. But there'll be no real sort of content until Friday next week. So I apologize for that. So I'm just not going to be here. Decided that I don't like Chaos Space Marine power packs. I don't. They're really annoying to paint. So I want this Wild Rider red in the sort of sharpest points. We're going to be coming in with a bit of Troll Slayer orange and then some Kislev flesh, as per the video. Get the final edge highlights in. Still to tidy up my beard, trim it all down, and well, not trim it, but tidy it up before I go away and then shave my head. I was going to do that this afternoon, but then I was like, oh, and then I'm going to have to mess around with a shower and wash my head and everything else, and I was like, oh, I'd rather just do that before I go to bed. So I'll do that later. At 7 o'clock, I'll probably take a little bit of a break, grab myself a drink, and do something a little bit different. So we do have this guy to start. So he's the fifth World Eater for the squad. The problem is all my World Eaters aren't fully finished. There's like one of them needs a power pack, which is here. There's another one that the weapons aren't painted. And then all of the bases are needing done. Does everyone follow a guy on Instagram called Chris Paints Minis? He paints Size of the Emperor. They are so nice. If no one knows who I'm on about, I'll already. Oh, my head. Yeah, when I get back at the weekend, I'm going to work out where to put this camera. Because right now, it's here, right next to me. Right there, right there. So what I'm thinking of doing is mounting it behind my screen and having it looking it down and then moving my light so it's going to be more coming from the side. And obviously, if I'm streaming, I need some LED lights. You know, because that's... In fact, what I want to do... See, that causes a shadow. See, I'm also tempted to do the Kickstarter for the new red grass lamp. Because I must be the only content creator in existence that doesn't get sent free stuff. But yeah, I'll put Chris's see, if I do that, I don't like that. If it goes too high, then I can't see. So earlier in the stream, I recorded my predictions for Thursday. So I'm going to get that edited and posted up for tomorrow. I mean, generally, if you want to, I can give you a quick rundown now. Basically, 40k Lionel Johnson. It's definitely happening, people. The lion is definitely coming back. Okay. It's looking nice. Right. Just edge highlight here. Okay, so all that leg's been done, apart from a couple of small edge highlights here. You know, because I love the heavy metal style, therefore I love edge highlighting the shit out of everything. Oh, I've just found more spikes. Oh, so many little spikes. So yeah, my plan with the channel, especially with the, I need to sort of pick up my Instagram game, and then and get lots of pictures and stuff posted up on Instagram of finished models, not of work in progress. So I'm making myself like a proper area that I can take some pictures. Basically out of a cardboard box and some white card. The weapon spike is getting in the way. Right. Cool. So what I'm going to do is get some Troll Slate Orange. Because I'm going to need to go to the loo soon. Right, let's have a look at Chris's Instagram post, Instagram thing. Now this is the kind of thing I think I need to do for Instagram to get my Instagram game up. Oh wow, that's really nice. Also, to everyone that's liked and commented and stuff, thank you very much. Much appreciated. There he is there. Right. So this is what I think I need to do for my Instagram game. Chris paints stuff. This channel is amazing. I love this guy's Instagram page. Like, he kind of does this. So you get this, and he does these cool sort of pictures. And you get the work in progress, but you get the finished things as well. And this is what I think I need to do. This is what I think I need to do. And this is the kind of thing I need to do. Because he's like, and continually show pictures of the world eaters. So I can ultimately do a cool thing like this in my display cabinet, which is behind me, and have a nice picture of my world eater army painted up. This is the standard. Chris is set, and this is the standard that I need to do. Like, that's cool. I like that. I also like these little shelves and stuff that he has inside. So that's the kind of thing I need to do, I think. I need to up my Instagram game. Yeah, I think that's what I need to do. Right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to get some Troll Slate Orange. Also, if you're not following Chris, you really should, because he's a phenomenal artist. His Size of the Emperor are beautiful. Right. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I need some Cadian flesh tone. Now you can use Kislev flesh, you can use Cadian flesh, you can even use Bugman's Glow. When I used to play Blood Angels, quite a few years ago, back in 6th edition, I used to use dwarf flesh to do the final highlight on my red power armor. But essentially what you want is like a peachy colour. Now they do one. It's called Luganeth Orange or something. I haven't got it, but because I've got flesh tones, and that's the exact same thing. Right. Highlights. Just realised I haven't highlighted the back of his head. Oh, bad painter. One of the things I can't decide on for my World Eaters is, do I go for 3 Predators or 3 Hellbrutes? That's like my hard decisions right now. Right, cool. So I was saying earlier as well about the back. What we can do is we can get some Rhinox hide, make a bit of a glaze, just a very thin glaze. And then just very carefully just glaze this shadowed area here. Also, this brush is gone. There is no point on this brush anymore. It's worn off. It's finally gone. It's finally left me. I have to order another couple of size 2s because it was my last one I had. But that's the head done. What we need to do now is get the Troll Slayer orange carefully let's get the edges. But I'm loving the World Eaters, absolutely loving them. They're such an awesome looking army. It's kind of just picking out the more prominent ends. It doesn't need to go all the way. Sort of like the brightest highlights. And then we're going to get a little edge highlight just underneath here. I think it just makes it pop. I actually got told the other day in a Facebook group that I was painting my World Eaters wrong, because they're not really dark red. That World Eaters are corn red, they're not blood red. I laughed. That was very funny. Okay, so down here on his leg, but what's really cool is officially I've hit the first 1,000 hours watch time needed on the channel since coming back into YouTube on back in January. So in just about 2 months, I managed to hit 1,000 hours watched, which I think is amazing, and it means that we're well on the way of hitting those 4,000 hours that YouTube want me to get. Right. Okay. Do need to do a bit of an edge highlight underneath here. And then on here. Hadn't gone to the Troll Slayer orange layer on the feet. And then, so in about 10 minutes, I'm going to have a break, going to get a drink, stretch my legs. I've been sat in this chair for quite some time today, and then we'll come back, see how populated the stream is. If it's not that busy, we may end it, or we may do something else. Just doing that orange highlight on the top. Now we've got that line, and this knee pad does have a crease down the center, so very carefully put about halfway down. You don't need to go too far. Blangy's looking pretty good. What do you think? Nice world eater. Right. So what we'll need to do now is get the head. So you'll get all sorts of people say that you can't use plastic glue if the model's been primed and painted and stuff. You can't. Plastic glue will eat through that paint in seconds, so don't worry about it. Oh yeah. it's pretty good. Quite like that. There you get my glue. Oh wow. Thank you very much. Girl and the Hammer started following me. Thank you very much, Girl and the Hammer. Much appreciated. Oh, lost a subscriber. It's not a very nice thing to do on my birthday stream. Oh. Must be the other one that I've been using. Clean that up. Right, we'll get this head stuck on and then I'm going to go back. I'll be back for just after 7. Right, so you can glue this straight in. There's no issues whatsoever. As you can see straight away, oh, I will be right back. sorry about that. That was my friend Connor coming around to pick up his elves. Right. So yes, as I was saying, you can use plastic glue on painted areas. Now, for arms and things, I would scrape the glue off. Not the glue, the area, so it's bare plastic. But for heads wise, you can stick it in there. It's no biggie. It's probably dry now. It's just because it'll do that, you see. It'll just pull the paint off. There we go. He's looking good. So we're gonna, main thing is gonna be that now. So I'll get a little bit of corn red with some black, and then very carefully. So what are we doing? Coming up 2 hours. Well, it doesn't look like it's going to be an amazingly busy stream. So I might call it soon, because I can then go and sort out my hair and my beard for tomorrow. But what we are going to do is we're just going to get some little dots of Kislev flesh. Just put those dots on the sharpest points. So I've got that video. That'll need edited tonight. So what I'm going to do now is just slowly go around all the model, picking out where to put the Kislev flesh. Now in there is quite nice, so I'm going to put it just up here, just there, and I'm going to put one down here. Like that. Put one in here. So that just makes it pop. And the heavy metal style loves this shit. very carefully. So I need to put some on this hand. I think with each one I'm getting better at it. With each Khorne Berserker I'm doing, they're looking a lot better. Right, that needs... There, what do you think? You looking good? Definitely getting there. So what I need to do is get my big brush with no point. Guess my Castellax. Just cover that bronze. I'm gonna get all of that highlighted, but for the icon what I'll do is I'll glaze it. I'll dry brush it, so it'll be a lot quicker. And then the question is, do I do all of the verdigris that I've done on like Angron? Okay. So what we're going to do, let that dry. Some Dark Reaper. Dark Reaper, I don't want Dark Reaper. I want Sauté Green. No, I don't. Wow, I'm having an absolute brain fart tonight. Carbolite Green, that's what I want. Okay, so what I'm going to do is Just tidy up around here. Let me just do this. Yeah, so when I get back from England and we go back to our next Tuesday night stream, it's going to be more of a chatting stream rather than a painting stream. Bring those hedge highlights up. So I can do a little bit of a couple of lines and make it. Actually, I'm not going to do that, because if I do that, then I'm going to have to do it on every single piece of cloth that the army has. Just edge highlight it nicely. I'm just going to start weathering it all and making it all textured. Problem is, if I do that, then I've got to do it on every single world eater after that. Right, a little bit of white into that, just to brighten it a bit. Right, this final highlight here. So brighten these highlights up a little bit more on the edges. So I want to get started on the Skaven model for Beard at Tabletop Tactics. So we'll be doing that very, very soon. Right, I'll do for the cloth. So I'm going to base coat all of the brown areas, Rhinox hide, and then we will look to call the stream, I think. So I'm getting a little bit hungry, I need to do my hair and then sort my bag out for tomorrow morning. Question is, do I have an early night or not an early night? That is the question. Because I'm up at 4:15. Always feels nice when you get a commission and get it out the door and to the person. It's off the shelf. Okay. Ooh. Valrak's under the impression that hidden teasers are found and something big is coming at Adapticon. Well, before we shoot off, we will watch that video. Right, we'll let that dry. Let's check out what Valrak has to say. What is he being told? Well, I think this guy's looking pretty sweet. I think he's looking pretty gnarly. Gonna get him base coated later. Based. But let's have a little look and see what Valrak has got to say about this. Let's see, what's he doing? He's doing... Alright, okay, let's have a little look. Do that. Okay, let's screen capture.
because I think there is another conspiracy.
Another conspiracy from Valrak. I like Valrak's conspiracies.
And it's all revolving around Adepticon. Now, if you've been living under a rock, you may have missed that there was a big teaser towards 10th edition. There was a Tyranid, and the closer it got, saw a Terminator in that.
Yeah,
Tyranid.
it's definitely 10th edition.
Games Workshop themselves have actually posted the second part of that teaser trailer, which you can only be found if you're searching ads via Instagram. Again, I'll put that video up in the background.
This is the one that they accidentally leaked.
Space, when you zoom in on it, you see a Tyranid in that Terminator's eye. But what does this all mean? Why are they putting this out there? This is one of the biggest questions I actually have. Like, what the hell are they doing teasing 10th edition at this stage when apparently it's supposed to be coming out in June and Warhammer Fest is like a Warhammer reveal show?
I can answer that. That's pretty simple, right? The reason why they're announcing it now, they're teasing it now because it's March. So if you think about it, we know that 10th edition is coming on the 24th of June, right? We know this because Games Workshop retail staff have come out and said that there's a no leave period for them. There's Games Workshop staff come to our gaming club and they've said this. There's a 2-week training period for the staff members leading up to that date. I think it's like basically those first 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks of June leading up to that. So we know that the date and the 24th of June is a Saturday, which is when the new box will drop, is going to be on a Saturday. So why would they be teasing it now in March? Well, bear in mind that you've got, if they tease it now, they can reveal it at Warhammer Fest at the end of April. Last weekend of April is Warhammer Fest, which means they reveal it then, and you've got May, all the month of May, and then basically 3 weeks of June to sort of work at it. So if you think about it, that's only like 7 weeks. 7 weeks or so, 7, 8 weeks at the most, from the time of revealing it at Nexus. Like, I don't think we're going to get a massive reveal for 10th edition next week, right? We're not going to get we're definitely not going to get a big reveal for 10th edition next week. It's just not going to happen. We might get another couple of teasers, but we're not going to get a major reveal at Adepticon. Games Workshop are not going to reveal in a big way 10th edition when they've got their own show, convention, whatever you want to call it, next month in Manchester. They're not going to do that. Warhammer Fest is their thing. That is when they will officially reveal 10th edition and everything that comes. GW are not going to do it at an event in America. They're just not going to do it. But they will tease us. So they're dropping it now because if they tease it now, they can tease it a little bit more at Adepticon, a little bit more, maybe even show the odd miniature or the CGI trailer, and then come Warhammer Fest next month, we see everything. We see the box, we see everything gets revealed, and then for the next month over May, they can release the articles of how the edition has changed, what new stuff we've got, interviews with the games developers, and everything else that they've done before, 8th and 9th edition as well. That's why they're revealing that now.
Are we about to get a absolutely huge teaser at Adepticon?
Yes, 100% we'll get a huge teaser at Adepticon.
Now on the cards, because there's another piece of evidence that has just dropped over on the Games Workshop website. Now, the image that I'm about to put in the background of this video, take a close look at that. What does that mean to you? Now, for anyone else, it's just 1 week to go. It's GW hyping up the Adepticon reveals. You know, there's 7 days. There's the time on there.
He's going to talk about the purple down the left-hand side. They've already said that this is going to be sort of done in the western fringes of the galaxy.
But let's go down the rabbit hole and let's decode this. If you look to the left part is all purple. Why is it purple? This goes back to the email that Games Workshop sent out.
Purple is the colour of the Tyranids. So Leviathan is going to be coming in from the western edge of the galaxy. Makes sense.
The galaxy. This
They've already tried the eastern side and got beat. So now they're coming in on the west.
Even more conspiratorial, is that even a word? I'm not too sure, than that. If you look even closer at that image, there is a Tyranid symbol hidden within the purple. I'll outline it right now so you can see it if your eyes are not what they're living up to be. That, my friends, is a Tyranid symbol. Why in the Emperor's name are Games Workshop teasing Tyranids like this on the scale it is with the teasers that are coming out for Adepticon? I'll tell you why. This is going to be bigger than any of us have ever thought of. I personally now think that at this Adepticon reveal show, we are going to see a huge trailer for 10th edition. If I cast my mind back, what they did for Horus...
Again, we will see a big trailer teaser for 10th edition. But remember, they will not show a thing. We won't see any miniatures. We won't see the box. We won't see anything of that nature until Warhammer Fest. Unless it gets leaked beforehand. Which is a very good likely that it will.
Please correct me if I'm wrong. And then they released like the box set and like all the information like a month after. What if at Adepticon we get to see the CGI?
The CGI trailer is, I would say, the CGI trailer is a good bet.
Is coming. We get to see the Terminators fighting the Tyranids. You know, something absolutely badass to really start building that goddamn hype up. I truly now believe deep down in my golden plums that surely they're going to be teasing something. Why else would Games Workshop be sneaking something like this in? Again, the image is there. I'll put it in the background again. You can see it. Look to the left side. There's so much.
Gotta love Valrak's hype.
Workshop don't do this.
the amount of excitement he does.
Because we've seen one of the recent Dante shenanigans, but stuff like this with marketing, it all means something. I'm telling you right now, we've got to get something big for 10th edition, and I'm absolutely buzzing. If this happens, it's going to be top graver, and I'm going to put it on my mashed potato and my pies, and I'm going to gargle it all the way down. I also must add that I don't think we'll actually get to see models. I think if they do show off models, it will be then a real big head scratcher for Warhammer Fest. Maybe something bigger is going to be at Warhammer Fest. Maybe they're actually going to have...
I don't think they're going to show models. I don't think they're going to show models. I think we'll probably get some form of teaser, the CGI trailer. I don't think we'll get models. I don't think we'll get them until... It just doesn't make sense for them to do that. What's his next video? What's his other one? The Arcs of Omen one.
Look at me. I'm the GW now. It's here. The latest card is here. It's all about the galaxy. The rotting galaxy. The galaxy.
Let's see what he comes out with now.
This, I think, is the beginning of the start of the brand new storyline for Warhammer 40,000. Let's jump in and let's get waffling, because this whole
he must go through some amount of tinfoil.
Ever imagine. Now, just before we get into the inner workings of this amazing new card, I just want to put this small advertisement a part of this video. This is an advertisement from me. It's from no one else. I have a brand new merch shop which is now live, and it's full of foil rack merch.
Well, let's just skip the foil rack.
And it goes on to say something called De Galaxies Profundius Invertus, which I'm sure is just Latin for like the galaxy inverse. But the card itself, this is the biggest clue. And I personally think this is now linking storylines from what we've had from Arcs of Omen into the future plot of Warhammer 40,000, going into that big 10th edition thing. So visually straight away, We get to see like the galaxy. It's all smashed apart. It's all broken. It looks like this is on some type of banquet, some type of table. In the background, you see the green hue, the green hints and stuff like that, which again could be taken as green Caliban.
Okay, right. Well, we'll leave that. Right. So I'm going to call the stream there. But yeah, I'm really glad you've enjoyed that. I think this guy's looking pretty sweet. So a little bit more work to do on him, and then he'll be joining his brothers. But yeah, and then once I've done him, I'll be working on this guy. The first of the big eviscerators. Oh! Something really cool. So, these have arrived. Which means I can get filming the last part of the Angron series, which will be the gore effect on Angron, and I might do it on Khan as well, but it's going to be pretty cool. So that is it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it there. Thank you very much for sort of chilling out with me on my birthday stream. It means a lot. I'm going to be away all weekend, so there'll be no stream on Sunday night, and there'll be no video on Tuesday, on Monday or Tuesday, because I'm going to be away. And I'll have a video for tomorrow, but that's about it. And then I'm back on Monday night, and from Wednesday onwards we'll be back to normal. So there'll be a video Friday next week at 6:30 as normal. I'll be streaming again Sunday next week as normal, and then we'll be back into the normal schedule as normal. So thank you very much. Subscribe to the channel, like, comment, do all of that stuff, and yeah, for everyone that's liked and followed me on Instagram as well, cheers, thank you very much. And I will be back Sunday next week for streaming. Okay, so cheers, thank you very much everybody, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye.